Let's move on to today. You're here in Westlaco at the RGV Partnerships offices. You've had a very full turnout here, and we learned all about how STC is going to be collaborating with NADBank. They're providing the funding for what was said to be a very unique training program.
Yes, unique training program because they're specifically talking about wastewater treatment. Unique because the programs just don't exist I can't say definitively don't exist. They just don't exist to the point where they're needed as far as quantity. So what we're here is we're stepping up to a need that has been identified by the NADBank and this grant that they're providing. They have selected South Texas College to be the training provider under this grant. So what we're coming in is developing a program based on the project's needs assessment, which has been identified, obviously, wastewater technician. So we're going to develop a program in wastewater technician, hopefully develop other programs in water in general, which is in high demand. But that's what our role is here today in being able to provide assistance to this larger project that includes workforce training, and STC will be a workforce training provider for this particular project. And the other unique part of the project is heavy equipment operator training. And that we consider municipalities, counties, towns all over the Rio Grande Valley, anybody who operates a motor grader, a skid steer, excavator, they need training. Safety is paramount when it comes to operating these huge pieces of equipment that can be very dangerous to operate and very risky if you don't know what you're doing. So that's another high demand area that STC will be providing training in for municipalities through this NADBank grant.
Mr. Marquez on the video screen from NADBank was saying, other than El Paso, which is where they kicked this off, around the country, he thinks it's unique.
Yes, it is. And he had a very successful story from with El Paso, and El Paso working with a local college as well. So he aims to replicate that same scope here in the Rio Grande Valley. And I looked up to him and that experience as well, because I want to emulate other successes around the state. I mean, that's why we're here. I don't want to replicate or duplicate, but I do want to be able to offer training that is needed, that is relevant, and that results in a certification. And in this case, it'll be certified by the water technicians will be certified by TCEQ.
And you must be pleased with the turnout here. So many municipalities represented. They're interested. They want workers with these skills.
It was a full room this morning, and that is expressing to me that there is a need. There's a need for knowledge, there's a need for the training, but it's a need right now to learn more about what this project is looking to do and what the goals are. And I'm glad. There's some very relevant questions, and hopefully we answered them adequately, but I'm confident we did, and I'm confident we were able to provide the audience with what they need at this point.
Those were all the questions I had. Carlos, is there anything I've missed out? Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I just want to continue thanking our partners, because without partners, whether it's industry partners or partners like NADBank, industry partners like Julian Alvarez from Lone Star Bank, who actually refer us to these types of programs, it tells me that they trust in what we do at South Texas College, but also in our workforce training division. And I do want to thank our partners, because without our partners, STC wouldn't be able to do any of these programs.